The glittering facade of Meghan Markle's media empire has once again come crashing down, and this time, it wasn't just the public rolling their eyes. Legendary actress Dame Helen Mirren, never one to mince her words, unleashed a torrent of scathing criticism that has left Meghan's already fragile credibility in tatters. With Love, Meg Season 2 falling flat on every measurable scale: ratings, reviews, and cultural impact. Mirren's fiery dismantling of Meghan's latest vanity project has become the ultimate confirmation that the Duchess of Sussex is quickly running out of goodwill, patience, and perhaps even relevance. Mirren's words struck a chord because they were not idle gossip or whispers from anonymous insiders. They reflected the glaring truth staring everyone in the face. Meghan Markle is desperately chasing Hollywood validation that simply isn't coming. Season 2 of With Love, Meg was marketed as Meghan's chance to cement her voice as a global tastemaker. Yet instead it delivered the same overscripted, shallow, and painfully self-indulgent content that audiences had already grown weary of. The numbers don't lie. Viewership collapsed after the premiere week. Streaming platforms quietly pulled back their promotion, and critics almost universally branded the project uninspired. Mirren merely vocalized what everyone already knew. Meghan is hopelessly overplaying her hand. What makes Helen Mirren's criticism sting even more is her stature. This is not some YouTube commentator, nor a tabloid columnist. This is one of Britain's most respected actresses, an Oscar winner with decades of credibility. When Mirren openly mocked Meghan's lack of originality, suggesting she had confused self-absorption for creativity, it resonated as a devastating cultural verdict. Mirren's commentary exposed the hollowness of Meghan's brand, which thrives on carefully curated imagery but collapses when stripped of PR polish. The truth is undeniable. Meghan is no visionary. She is a recycled headline in a tiara. Season 2's collapse should have been a wake-up call. Instead, Meghan doubled down on the same formula: lavish production, endless self-congratulation, and no substance. Viewers did not tune in to be lectured, nor did they care for staged narratives masquerading as authenticity. Mirren highlighted this fatal flaw, noting that Meghan's obsession with control and perfection makes the work suffocating and artificial. Rather than connecting with audiences, she alienates them. Rather than inspiring, she irritates. It's no wonder that social media platforms are filled with parodies of With Love, Meg, many of which are racking up more views than the actual episodes. The contrast between Meghan and true creatives is glaring. When Helen Mirren speaks, her presence is commanding because it is backed by genuine artistry and a lifetime of earned respect. Meghan, on the other hand, speaks at length but says nothing. Her projects consistently promise depth but deliver hollow platitudes. The Duchess's pattern of launching initiatives with grand speeches only for them to fade into irrelevance has become so predictable that the public no longer buys into the hype. Mirren's public shredding only amplified this perception, cementing Meghan's reputation as a Hollywood pretender rather than a serious player. The financial toll cannot be ignored either. Insiders confirm that streaming platforms poured millions into Meghan's brand, banking on her celebrity to draw subscribers. Instead, the return has been dismal, and the appetite to bankroll more vanity projects is dwindling. Helen Mirren's criticism didn't just hit Meghan's ego, it hit her future prospects. Executives now have public cover to cut ties, pointing to the industry veteran's words as justification. For Meghan, who has built her entire second act around the promise of Hollywood power, this is nothing short of catastrophic. And yet, Meghan continues to posture as though she has silenced her critics. The reality, however, is the exact opposite. Helen Mirren's remarks have emboldened the growing number of voices calling Meghan out. Viewers, critics, and even former allies are no longer afraid to question her judgment. The more Meghan insists on controlling her own narrative, the more obvious the cracks become. Instead of a comeback queen, she looks increasingly like a desperate former royal trying to cash in on a fame she no longer knows how to sustain. At the heart of this downfall is Meghan's inability to accept that the public can see through the act. With Love, Meg was supposed to prove her staying power. Instead, it has revealed her limitations. Helen Mirren didn't destroy Meghan Markle, the project did. Mirren merely pulled the curtain back and said aloud what everyone else was thinking. And in doing so, She confirmed the one thing Meghan has spent years trying to deny. Her crown in Hollywood was made of glass all along.